like a
Alrighty then. Semifinals number 2 between California Girls and
No.
Lithium on Shipwrecked. It is going to be an interesting match, and
Yeah,
whoever
once again,
moves.
we get that shared third lane,
Mm-hmm.
or third wall. Third lane. Mm.
Mm-hmm. The mystical third lane,
The mystical third lane.
and
Parkway versus Into the Void.
yeah, the winner of this match will go on to face Rush in the grand finale.
Right, because they have already had their round,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously it was Rush that won. There they go,
Oh,
smacking.
oh,
Oh,
this one is a
you
brawl.
didn't even call. You didn't make a call.
I
It was just
couldn't make a
bam.
call. They both hit the center point at the same time. I had no idea who got it. But yeah, Parkway takes the win there and will select the left lane for his team to grab. So
All
California
right.
Girls getting their preference.
All
And
right, so that's California Girls there in red, and Lithium, of course, going blue on
mhm.
right.
This is
This
one of
is
those
going to
maps
be
that's
so
very easy to
good.
get turned around, especially if you're a streamer, because you never know where the boat is.
Yeah, especially because these little partial boats up front.
Right?
I've like popped to somebody who's just dropped down here and had that initial sense of, oh, we're at the third wall. They go, no, no, actually, that's stream. They don't have a or spawn. They don't have a bed set.
Right.
So yeah, I've definitely done that. It is an easy
And it's
thing to
hard to tell
do.
because sometimes the chunks don't load in right away, so you don't know if it's just boats missing a little bit. I mean, this boat's definitely way bigger, but it's hard to tell.
Well, yeah, definitely. And then the whole snow-capped mountain and everything snow-capped. So yeah, it is one of those different kinds of maps. It's really I think it's a fantastic map
Hmm.
with the different uses of water. So many things are limited with water. Like a lot of the lava I've talked about before, the lava barriers. Okay, we're holding down the shared wall by sheer force. Not so much with this one.
Right.
Not so much because there's a whole lot of void and a whole lot of water, and not so much. Now we've seen people really scooch to the end right away and get done and get their stuff out, and we've seen other people that have kind of gone later on and done it. So it'll be interesting how they attack this. If we're going to
Right.
have the great rush strats, or if we're going to have
I think
the slow resource.
the most recent game that we saw was Impact taking on 404 on this map, and Impact won that one simply just by running the wolves really, really quickly.
And they
Um,
focus purely on wool. Just let's
right.
just get the wolves and be done
Whereas
with the map.
404 had assumed that they were going to do some kind of lockdown on second and spent a lot of time setting up a wall in front of that one.
Yeah, and not so much, and not so much. So it will be interesting to see, how it plays out. And of course, this is a semifinal match, so this is it. Obviously, it's a single round elimination for everybody, but this is truly the end of everything. Whoever wins this one is going on to be the last
Yeah.
finalist that we'll have, and then they basically get what 2 weeks to schedule, a week or two to schedule for the
Well, knowing the
finale. And
teams, actually, I feel that no matter who goes through, they actually might schedule really quickly. These are teams that don't usually like having too much prep time. They practice consistently and regularly, and generally they're always warmed up to and ready to go. And so I would assume that our finals is going to be happening within a month for sure. We won't get those
Well, actually,
long,
I
long
think,
wait times that we
yeah,
did
I'm
with
pretty sure that
RMCT4.
they've got like a 2 week limit to get scheduled and have. So yeah, I think
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that they have a kind of a little bit of a time pressure where you need to
I
wrap
gotta
this
say,
one up.
I like your Christmas skin.
Thank you. Quick flash. Oh my goodness, I just finished recording the Grinchmas
Oh,
with the
okay.
group, so it's like,
So you were the Grinch.
I have to no. Yeah, and I'm doing a UHC next Saturday for charity, and so I was like, yeah, let's do Christmassy stuff, which will be weird having Christmas mobs come at us, and it looks like ready.
Yep. So we've got our second of the vets versus OCTC style matchup. Rush versus
Yeah.
Impact was the other one in their semis as well, and Rush took that one. So score one for the teams that have been here for a while in RMCT Race for Wool stuff. This one, Lithium is going to be repping the OCTC guys, the Overcast Network, whereas California Girls are of course longtime RMCT
Right.
players. RFW players.
And we have the delayed. There they go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think you're behind right now. You might be lagging.
Yeah, actually, I never actually saw them drop. I think I glanced down at my note and went, "Oh wow, they're gone."
Yep.
Like crap. So they're down. Oh, it looks like we've got a little bit of leather and chain armor. Those initial stuff going.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of chests on this map.
Ooh.
There are tons
Swirlin
of
making up
gear.
time now, getting that sprint on.
We've got
Lithium was leading a little bit, but now Swirlin gonna make the jump almost
Parkway
at the same
is
time.
really into the void. Parkway is really working on into the void for taking him out, not letting him get any. He was down in the resources
Right.
trying to get
Two
some
members
initial
of
stuff.
California Girls are going to third. We've got Uplum here for Lithium, who is going to be meeting them at the same time. But it's going to be 2v1 in this situation, and definitely Swirlin and his partner, who I didn't see, are way better geared. Actually, that
Shadowblades is also
later, all
really
the way back
laying
there.
down the fire. Looks like they are looking at some just as much PvP. Not that we've seen a lot of kills, but they're really looking at as much PvP as they can. A lot of just arrow
Oh, they lost sight of him.
defense.
Uplum is just racing ahead now.
Yeah, Uplum just dropped down and just booked it hard. And now Blader is going in with some potions to support this push. But, I mean, I think Swirlin must have caught Uplum's name at some point. But I think both guys are just going to run this regen potion for Blader. Hopefully going to come in handy. Yep, explosion going off. Blader now low on health, going to have to cover up a little bit. Oh, there he goes again.
Swirling coming all the way to the top of the mast. He's grabbing different supply things in the chest.
I think Swirlin's going to try to deny Uplum on the way back, maybe? We'll see.
Yeah, he's really kind of setting up at the top side, just using the blocks to get himself across.
Yeah. Oh,
Just sprinting
Blader
over this-
just
oh, there's
outside
Blader.
of the box, about 13 blocks away, and it goes down.
Swirling seems
Uplum.
content to just get all of his stuff and then go.
Uplum is safely into the wool box right now.
Okay, and he's
And
carrying it.
carrying that red wool.
We'll see if he going to encounter anybody coming out, because Swirlin is still there, and I think Swirlin's setting up some sort of lockdown, perhaps. But no, it looks like Uplum is going to be setting a pass around.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
going to punch
he's
the obsidian
digging.
away.
He's got a pick.
Well, having a
and-
pick will make it quicker.
Right, and we remember last time when we were talking to 404, there is a pass around you can set with a furnace.
Yeah, he
or
does have a dispenser in his inventory.
Or a
so,
dispenser, yeah.
That works. That works.
And that's
Meanwhile, we
reachable.
have a lot of action all over this map. Shadowblades is down. We've got who is joining him? Grabbing the iron. All right, we're getting the iron blade over here as well for Lithium. Looks like it's already. Yeah, it has already been grabbed on California Girl side. Sir Ghibli in full iron down here, firing back.
Mhm.
Oh,
A little
Swirling
bit-
going back, and yeah, he's still here at the. He's got back to this
Yeah.
bridge area. He is fully
he's
armored.
moved back.
Yeah.
Now, Blader is back at the start of third now.
Yeah, and he's actually going backwards. He's not carrying. Once he had the armor, I thought maybe he was going to make a press, but he did not.
All right, Uplum
There
now
goes the
has
wool in the
deposited,
dispenser.
yeah. And I guess he's just gonna go grab it himself. I wonder if that was spotted by Swirlin and he just
Oh.
realized that there's nothing he could do. I think that was purposeful for Uplum.
All right,
Yeah.
Uplum is taken out as he tried to go ahead and exit. I mean, obviously their pass around is made.
Yeah,
he
I'm pretty
was
sure that was
taken out,
deliberate.
creepered. Yeah, just run out. Oh, and the continued explosions happening.
Potentially cannonable that dispenser there, but I don't think anyone will get there in time to do it.
Yeah, Blader now gonna enter the box himself, and he has torched all the way in, so I think he's gonna have an easy time getting back out with this. And yep, just like that, he is not even gonna bother.
Yeah, he's got
setting
the
up
red.
anything.
All right, well, he's iron he's running pantless, but he's got full iron otherwise, and he is working through the dungeon, just taking
Oh.
things slowly, blocking
Looks like
up
Blader
as
is
he
gonna
needs to.
go for the pass around as well. Swirlin, where are you
Yep,
at?
there he goes. Swirlin is in another dungeon. He's working
Oh,
the
okay.
dungeon. Into the Void is down here at the diamond. Not quite able to take them yet. It's just kind of clearing some things.
It looks like both teams are doing some modest resource running, but for more
But focusing on
yeah,
the
focus on wool because they're doing a kind of like a 2-2 split right now.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Is we have both teams that have some representation in the resources, and yet both teams are also focusing on the wool. So Parkway's got some cannoning going on.
Shadow over here, basically locking down the parkour area, and it looks like Sir Ghibli is going to run a tunnel along the top of the parkour area here.
Diamond denial. Diamond denial. Parkway has made sure that Lithium does not have those diamonds. They were right there, and it is gone. So they don't have those. They have thoroughly made sure that there are no entities left.
Yep, and K-Dragon just got here, just going, "Aw, come on."
Yep. They're swirling, continuing to work through. Now, I'm not seeing anybody across the way. No, Swirling doesn't have anybody across the way, and he's kind of at that low bin there, so he's able to just focus on mobs in this dungeon right now.
Uplum is gonna get into the wool box here. Pick up the blue. Oh,
Blader
purple,
is
rather.
moving on, and there it is. He's got the purple.
Blader has done the same pass around on their side as Uplum did on the other side.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what it looked
Except
like.
he placed the wool. He didn't have a... He
has a dispenser now. He's
His
placed a
dispenser
dispenser in
now,
the same
yeah.
place. Same exact spot.
Right. Now, it looks like Parkway, who's done some damage on that with that TNT, is coming back and forth. He's just kind of looking at with his bow. We're seeing more and more of that. Snipers who are also popping out the cannons and the TNT here and there. Uplum's going to be moving back with that purple.
Uplum has it placed in a chest, actually, that is reachable now, so that is effectively safe.
I don't see anybody going after these dispenser, the pass around here over on...
Yet.
Yeah, and this is actually cannonable. You can get rid of this dispenser and force them to run the third again. And considering how Uplum did it, it might be worthwhile because he didn't play down any torches or anything like that.
Sir Ghibli in full iron is going back and forth with Shadow Blades and winning. They were pretty much in the same area. Sir Ghibli's like, okay, well, now they're taking you out. She is going to sprint on ahead and carry on.
Blader is out of third with the wool.
Swirlin is still making progress consistently. Is poisoned, so having to just kind of back off and
Oh,
regen.
actually, he didn't bring any wool with him. Huh, weird. You would think
Big
at least
drop all the way down.
you would think
Just
at least
bring one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There's no harm in bringing at least one.
Unless you don't want it to be stolen by the other team or something, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, but he must have noticed on the other side. He had all the time in the world while he's digging to look over the other side and see the dispenser on the other side. So he would assume that they already not. There's no one.
Was that
locking
another
down.
TNT cannon somewhere? I heard a boom. Into the Void made a long drop down here. Kind of hit the chest, sliding up and going in deep.
He's got a lot of mobs ahead of him now, though.
Yeah, Uplum is out. You know, he made that whole run, I believe, with just this one leather chest.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I saw him as he was at the at that purple wall, and he's just continuing on. This is one that they're like, you know what? This is about getting the wolves on the monument and nothing else.
Yeah, there's only a little bit of lockdown at the parkour area, but Ghibli is now free after taking out her opponent there.
Parkway setting his bed. A lot of folks are going to be looking at that. It is just barely rolled over tonight, so this is critical.
Swirlin aggro the Enderman inside the area here, but I think it teleported out, no longer in consideration. But he's
Uplum just grabbing... Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying Swirlin's making those two high passageways just to keep himself safe in case it comes by.
Uplum pulling out the 15 purple wool there from that pass-around chest, so that's purple safe.
Now, Ghibli has got a set of iron on and actually a full set of diamond in the inventory as well. Just switched out to that diamond armor and is continuing on. Better equipped, just dropping down, taking out the spiders. Immediately coming under fire from across the way. Shadow Blades.
Finally, the Enderman got him. He took a swing at the wrong timing and aggroed the mob.
And of course, Swirlin hadn't had time to set his bed yet, so all the way back from the beginning.
Yes, but he has torch a lot of the path, so it should be okay for him to get back to where it was. And he took out a lot of the spawners along the way as well, so should be relatively simple.
All right, Into the Void is working through dungeon, and oh, that's a zombie. I thought he had a partner for a second there. Full iron armor. They're just looking to. He's lighting up and taking out mobs right, left, and center. Not even pausing. He knows exactly where he's at. He's just like drop, 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 drop. Around another hard bend, there's a lot of mobs, but it doesn't look too bad. There's K-Dragon, purple wool.
Yeah,
that's just picking up some of the blocks that
grabbing
up and
it.
they're
passed
just
around.
moving the purple one.
Just moving it around.
Everybody pauses to check. Is just wait a second, right?
Swirling
moving
just
around.
straight back into purple now. Not purple, sorry, second wool, whatever color that is.
Parkway is making a bit of protection over at the.
Ooh, careful there.
I'm not sure if we're looking at a potential cannon. He's getting some blocks down, and he did update the break it to get some water. Yeah, we're looking at cannon. He's going to use the ice at the Victory Monument as his water source. So we will have a Victory Monument cannon prepared.
And we've seen that before in one of the previous matches, except that they never really got the chance to fire it at the right timing.
Right. They had it, and I don't think they even had
They
the
didn't
TNT
have,
at the time.
yeah, they didn't have the TNT at the time, which is very unfortunate.
Right.
So Ghibli now going along the ceiling of the parkour area, and
Swirling,
Shadow
recovering.
is watching her, but he doesn't really have a good shot, and she's completely protected.
Upland has been and
Swirling
picked up
going
that
slow.
pass around of third wool.
Very nice. There's Into the Void in his full iron as he's recovered. Really, Swirling going very slow, getting poisoned, recovering before he goes forward, just kind of pacing it out. Blader naked, trying to get to some stuff, and completely, there it is, he's got his bits. He's really getting slammed by the mobs. He's almost back up here to the little enchanting area.
We have some Victory Monument cannoning going on here.
Yeah, I
Are they
heard that.
cannoning
but
it now? Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they've cannoned
did.
it. The chest
You
there has been
know-
destroyed, and the blocks, the ice blocks and things.
Which gives them easy access to water to protect their monument. So you could still, bring up a bucket for water, but yeah, we're aimed, we're shooting it. I'm curious if they're going to continue pummeling this to make it so they have to pillar or tower to get to it.
Shadowblade's
That
now
would be my
just going to
guess.
challenge the parkour, completely just booking it over, while Ghibli is just slowly walking. But wow, Shadow just parkoured all the way across, unopposed because nobody was there watching him.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of people just be like, yeah, I know we can build, but why do that?
There's the other pass around pickup now.
Yeah,
Swirling
I was just
picked
going
up
to say
the blue as
Swirling
well.
picking up the blue.
So
wool
both
is being
sides have been
collected.
and collected that third wool now.
Parkway has TNT in hand. He has left his Victory Monument cannon and is moving on elsewhere.
So right now, as things stand, both teams have red wool. Lithium have purple wool, and California Girls are well on their way to the other one.
Right.
Blue. In fact, they have it. They've
They
just
have
picked it up right now.
Yeah, they have it.
Oh no, that red. I'm getting my colours confused. So they have two each.
So Ghibli is now through, and is gonna start going.
Yeah, again, rocking that diamond armor.
Yeah, not really afraid of these unpowered arrows coming at her way.
At some point, she has stopped to drop off the iron. Still has a couple of leather bits in her inventory, so there's not the extra set, and it's just really hauling.
Yeah, she's just booking it really hardcore there. And
Already
is gonna
has
make it
them and
there.
is about to be in.
Oh, but
Oh,
now
oh.
secondary fire. Who's that? Somebody else watching her? Yes, from up here.
And immediately, okay, I'm back. I'm behind the bars. Give me a second.
Now she has time to heal up. Drop off some stuff in the chest if necessary. Gonna challenge the ladders here now.
Blader and Parkway both naked, coming back, getting a little bit of mob issues. Although I have to say, California Girls' side is well lit versus Lithium. This front area is a mess.
Into the Void is out with the blue wool right now.
Oh my god, triple fire on Sir Ghibli right now. 3 people want her to stop her from getting this wool. She has a speed potion and is just booking it hard.
So
And-
Lithium have all 3 wools at this point.
Oh,
Into the
wow.
Void is coming up with the blue, collecting the purple and the red pass-arounds, and is
I
going to
heard
head
you
straight
say
to the
that.
Victory Monument.
There it is. There it is. Into the Void. Has purple, has red. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're still working on Ghibli.
That was a fast run of the PvE Will. He has a few mobs to get past to get to the Victory Monument, but aside from any last-minute cannoning, this is going to be GG in a moment.
He was running in and just peppering torches. He was just dropping torches right, left, and center. Not even pause. Just run, run torch, run torch, run torch. Very quickly blitzed.
Some pressure from Parkway at the Victory Monument. He's built a little wall around himself, and he's going to place those walls right now.
Of course, Ghibli has that
Wow.
wall. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's placed. It's done.
Just outsped.
That
Lithium.
was unbelievably fast.
It
What
was
are we
very
looking
quick.
at? I mean, less than 20 minutes?
20 something. We did go through the first night.
15 minutes and
15.
38 seconds.
I was going to say, I think we've only been live like 20 minutes, so. 1, 2, 3, stacked
And
up.
again,
Okay,
the cannon just
15
didn't come
minutes.
into play at the right timing. I mean, they used it to get rid of this underground area and had people. There was arrow fire pressure, but there was no cannoning going on at the actual monument at that time.
Right, and there was still enough blocks back on this side with the snow, etc., to still pretty much just hop, hop, hop. There's very little she had to place to actually get in there and get that. Not she. I was looking at Sir Ghibli before we left, and get that in there. So yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Good game.
Quite the quick game.
So we will get Lithium going forward to the finals
Yeah, against Rush.
to face Rush.
So we will continue to have a rep from OCTC. And
I was just gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be one each again. Oh wow! And it looks like we've got Into the Void and Swirlin here with us. Hi guys.
Hello.
Aloha.
Pretty good.
Fantastic.
It seemed like you guys were focusing way more on just running the wolves super quick than any sort of real lockdown. Was that
Yep.
the general idea of coming in
For us?
Yeah.
for everybody?
Oh. I mean, I guess also towards the end we tried to delay on first,
Mm-hmm.
but not much else.
It seems like
Yeah.
the best strat on this map is just to run the walls as fast as you can, really, and just get them done.
It's the only area that's really, really easy to delay is the resources. But you can also run the walls without the resources.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw that a few times with Uplum just booking it pretty much naked through third.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And you did both have a little bit of resource. It looked like there was a little kind of a split thing we noticed early on. The wolves were definitely the focus, but at the same time there was, a little bit of from both teams looking down there at the resources, shooting back at each other. Still unbelievably 15 minutes.
Yeah, it says. I mean, I don't know how much you guys have practiced. What was your best time during practice?
We didn't practice too much.
We had ours down in about 9 minutes, I think.
Wow.
That's with everything going like super smooth though.
Right.
Like
And
without
no
PvP,
pressure.
I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my next question. And was there any PvP, or was that just
Of
practice
course not,
blitz?
honey. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Because I know how that goes.
On RFW maps, seriously.
Oh, all right. So honestly, unbelievable. I really thought it could go either way. I half expected, now that it's over, I really half expected it to be California Girls versus Rush. I really, really did.
I don't remember
thought
what
it
I
was
said
gonna-
in my own preview video. I think I actually called it for Lithium.
Yeah, you did.
Sweet. I like being right
Well, so
sometimes.
you got it right. Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, it's gonna come down.
I mean,
think
no
this is gonna be
offense
the
to California
last.
Girls. I did pitch my vote for California Girls. I think for the match prior as well, and I got that one right. Yeah, this
Well,
one
for
was
me,
just
it
crazy.
wasn't a matter of great strats and like you're
No,
so
this
awesome
one,
with going
like,
through
like
and
both
plotting it
matches
out.
this weekend were basically coin flips, and I just flipped the coin, and then I just came up with the reasons afterwards.
Well, that's pretty much what I mean. Is both matches for our semifinals, I could have seen either side winning. I know Rush was kind of more heavily favored by some people, but at the same time, I half expected this to come down to two old school RFW teams. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's going to be so close. And we said yesterday, this is such an evenly matched up match, so it's gonna be interesting. But of course, Lithium ended up taking it. California Girls, you guys also had, I mean, you had wool, you were working on the last of it, and well, I think Muffin said it best, we're just outraced or something. It was done faster. And that's
We had all
that
three
was.
wolves. We had all three. Yeah, and we were
Yeah, I thought you
making-
just had your
yeah.
hands on the last one.
Yeah, so Ghibli just grabbed the last one.
Right.
There was a little bit of hiccup with Blader going down on third on the first run. That's unfortunate.
Honestly, it probably came down to me. I died like twice in the PvE from
The first
bloody
one when you
Enderman just
accidentally
teleporting in front of me.
Wait.
you swung your pickaxe near him, and then he just aggroed on you and just started blocking.
Yeah, I didn't actually understand how the second one aggroed on me, so that was a little annoying.
Hmm. I think
I
the
feel
second
like if
one,
it would-
second one might have been the one you aggroed earlier on, and it just remembered.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I thought it unaggroed on me. But apparently there were like 2 different Endermen in there. So
There was at least 3 or 4 when I was following you.
yeah, it was pretty harsh.
Are you kind of sad that your bracket doesn't get to come true now?
I am actually really sad. I thought I was gonna get top bracket, even if if we did lose the next round. I had high hopes for my bracket. But rest in peace, Johanna, basically.
That did not work out that way. Do you guys
Good
have
idea.
Lithium as the finalist, our second finalist? Do you guys have any thoughts about Rush?
Not really.
No.
That match
No.
is going to be very hard for you. I
Yes.
think everyone
You might
knows-
want to
everyone
start
I
thinking
mean-
about them.
We haven't actually looked at tunnel vision at all yet
Oh,
whatsoever.
Good luck.
So yeah.
Well, surprise, the match is right now.
Okay. That would be awesome. Tomorrow you will have it. Actually, I
Television
remember
version
that
2,
with the
Blind Run,
original
let's go.
one. Well, it was when it was Whiskey Brigade versus Redstoners. To give the guys an even bigger challenge, they had 24 hours exactly from the time the map was released to the time they had their match. So it was, everybody got to see it at the same time, and it was nonstop strats, hours and hours of strat streaming. So was going on. So yeah, you guys definitely want to look at that sucker.
Yeah.
And,
Thankfully
get
now
some ideas.
there have been several matches played on it.
Right.
Yeah. I think one of the cool things about tunnel vision now is with hoppers, you don't really need to have that timing of the 2 people as well. It helps a little bit, so you can set them and then forget them and then come back later and get them.
I believe there's actually a throwdown of Rush playing on tunnel vision as well.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, there's definitely a throwdown, and I'm pretty sure that there's been 1 or 2 throwdowns, and there's we've had a show match on it or 2. So yeah, you're right. There is experience that you can find, you can get some videos, etc. But really, yeah, you guys want to take a look at that map because
And don't forget
It's
to
a good
refer to the
map.
different areas based on DreamWorks movies.
Oh yeah.
That's the pro strats right there. All right. Any other questions, honey?
no, not for me. I just want to say a huge grats to Lithium. Thrilled to see you moving on, and California Girls. Really sad to see you go, but you guys had a hell of a fight. Like you said, you had all 3 at the end. It was just. Maybe they just got to the end on time. So
Yeah, I mean,
and
both
granted,
teams
Ghibli
were
was under
getting there.
serious pressure, but
And-
she was booking it.
Oh yeah, it was one of those a little bit of this, a little bit of that along the way kind of thing. Where if 1 or 2 things rolled differently, California Girls could have easily taken the match as well. Same with the Rush versus Impact one.
Right, we just
It's
saw that
getting down to
yesterday,
the
too.
point where these games are feeling like football games, like American football games, where basically you play once and it just so happens that this day things went this way, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, and we've seen that so much where there's just one creeper explosion to wrong, or one
Or in this case,
one bed
Enderman.
not said, or one Enderman eyeballed you. Yeah, exactly. So obviously this was a fantastic match for us. Not tomorrow. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh,
like yesterday
tomorrow?
brain.
I don't have time
Tomorrow, no, sometime in the next couple of weeks, they will schedule, and of course, we will announce that and let you guys know as soon as possible. Be sure you're looking at rmct.tv to keep up with all of those announcements and follow us on Twitters and the Twitch and all that stuff, because this is it. This last one wraps up RMCT 5.
Right, and that'll be the whole season. It was a pretty quick one actually, despite having 32 teams right off the bat. It ran really smoothly. So major props again to the organizers, and the teams, of course, for being available.
Yeah, I was about to say, and the teams for not fighting us. No Venomant said there, no Venomant, and the teams for being amazing people and just getting them scheduled. And to be fair, we're talking about international teams, 32 teams of people all over the world, 4 to 6 people per team, and I mean, oh my goodness, that's a lot of folks to coordinate.
That said, though, we have
stuff.
2 American teams, I think, right? 2 North American-based teams going into the finals. Is that correct?
Lithium versus Rush, I think so.
I think for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Favoring a little bit towards North American.
Really, really, really good. It was awesome. I'm so glad we had all 3 of us here, and it's been I think most of the matches have been done with this 3 combination right here: Martin, Scary Muffin, and me. So that was kind of nice to wrap up our semifinals with you guys. Always love getting to join you.
Great to be
Would
here.
you forget about me? I'm here too. I'm always here.
Well, then there's this Anyoneers guy. Come on, with a name like Anyone, it's hard to say. Yeah, and of course, Anyoneers, who is the quiet organizer behind the scenes, who's always pushing the buttons and making us go and making the server go and all that good stuff. Anyone, do you have anything else to say?
No. Just wanted to acknowledge my existence.
Just wanted to confirm that I'm not crazy here.
Somebody had to do it. It's kind of like a person, I always feel bad to like a person because he's just. All right. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys. That's it. We'll see you when the finals are here.
Great.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.